Today's Bible reading comes from Matthew 25, verses 31 to 46. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, Jesus went on, and all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be assembled in front of him, and he will separate them from one another, like a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will stand the sheep on his right-hand side, and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come here, people whom my Father has blessed, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Why? Because when I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you made me welcome. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Master, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you a drink? When did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and come to see you?" Then the king will answer them, "I'm telling you the truth. When you did it to one of the least significant of my brothers and sisters here, you did it to me." Then he will say to those on his left hand, "Get away from me, you're cursed. Go to the everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Why? Because when I was hungry, you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me. I was naked, and you didn't clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you didn't look after me." Then they too will answer, "Master, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, a stranger or naked or sick or in prison, and didn't do anything for you?" Then he will answer them, "I'm telling you the truth. When you didn't do it for one of the least significant of my brothers and sisters here, you didn't do it for me." And then they will go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous will go into everlasting life. So Jesus is saying that he loves everybody so much that when you're sick or in prison or feeling lonely or hungry or thirsty, that he feels with us as if it was him. And so, of course he wants us to look after people who feel like that, because he understands it. So, what can we do? It feels a bit intimidating sometimes looking at that list and going, I don't know anybody who's hungry. How am I supposed to know someone who's thirsty? When am I supposed to do these things? But there are some things that we can do. Firstly, for people who like drawing things, making pictures, Isabel has been doing some work with people who are in the White House, so people who are in care. And at the moment, they can't see their families, and it makes them feel quite lonely, like they're strangers. So what we can do for them is we can make cards for them. This is a card that I'm making at the moment, so I'm going to fold it in half. The picture that I've drawn is a dove and a rainbow, because those symbolise hope. And hope is something that we really need at the moment. A lot of people feel like there isn't any hope. So you don't have to draw, you can draw whatever you like on the cards. But you might want to think about writing inside and writing about hope. If you don't like drawing, but you still want to send a card, you can send a card and write inside it a message for someone that you don't know, but you can send a card to. When you've done that, you can send it to Isabel's house, or you can bring it to our house. Isabel lives at 61 Uppergate Road, or you can bring it here to 20 Henmore Road, and we'll take it to those people. Something else that you can do is talk in your family about what charities can you support. Now, not everybody can give money. There's lots of different ways of supporting charities. You can pray for them as well as giving them money. Here are some suggestions of ones that my family support. There's also the food bank that we can support by giving money, giving food or other things that they're asking for. If we look on their Facebook page, you don't need a Facebook account to have a look on Facebook and see what the Stannington Food Bank are asking for. We can look around us. Who do we know that might need help? So spend this week looking at who do you know at school, at work, people that you see around the village. Who needs help and how can you help them? There's also people that we know who might be lonely. What can you do? Because it is really hard for some people at the moment, because some people are having to isolate. Everybody's can't go out and see their friends as you normally would be able to. And it's really important to help remind people that this is not going to be forever. There is hope that this is going to be okay. So could you phone up somebody? Maybe your grandparents, maybe somebody in your family who doesn't live with you. Maybe some of your friends that you haven't been able to talk to. So have a think. Who can you help? What can you do to help other people and remind them that there is hope? Now we're going to sing a song which reminds us all sorts of different ways that we can help inspire people and we can do things to help people hope.
We can reach higher.
We can reach higher.
We can dig deeper.
We can dig deeper.
We can go further.
We can go further.
We can keep going.
We can keep going.
You have helped us all to see it's a possibility. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. We can be braver.
We can be braver.
We can be stronger.
We can be stronger.
We can be wiser.
We can be wiser.
We can be kinder.
We can be kinder.
You have helped us all to see it's a possibility. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You have helped us all to see it's a possibility. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration.
So let's end with a prayer. Dear God, help us to help other people. Help us to look for those people who are hungry, who don't have any clothes. who are lonely, who are sick, who are in prison, who need help. Amen.